Good morning. I see we've got 18 attendees. So that means we've got around about 70% of the invited attendees in attendance at the moment. Firstly, I'd like to welcome everyone. My name is Grant Pepler. I'm the Regional Manager of People Healthcare and the National Chairman of the Allied Healthcare Association of South Africa. And I would like to open up by thanking you all for being here today. Leanne, I just want to get confirmation from you. Are you admitting attendees?
Yes, Grant.
Thank you so much, Leanne. So first and foremost, good morning and thank you everyone for your attendance. Today marks an important milestone in our organization's development. Today we are launching the Allied Healthcare Association's job board that has been in development for the past few months as an answer to our members' needs for recruiting and communicating effectively to highly skilled and scarce healthcare professionals. AHSA, through its annual membership survey, identified that over 80% of respondents, which are all members, indicated a desperate need for assistance in recruiting healthcare workers. In analyzing these needs, AHSA identified that there exists an enormous gap in the existing recruiting platforms, specifically for the healthcare and TES industry. We then further identified that individually, the AHSA members and AHSA website itself draws significant online attention and foot traffic through our activities on platforms such as Careers24, PNet, Indeed, LinkedIn, and their respective websites, of course. In order to offer unique, useful, and valuable service to its members, AHSA Exco created a task team comprising of representatives from Unique Healthcare, NurseTech, SMAD, AllMade, MHR, and People Healthcare to investigate and design a job board platform for AHSA. I want to pay a special tribute to these elected executive committee members, Donald, Peter, Pierre, Niku, and Andre, that have volunteered and diligently taken from their time to invest in the future of this industry and the positioning of this great organization as an industry leader in the healthcare, TES, and tech space. Your contributions will be viewed by hundreds of thousands of aspiring work seekers for many years to come. And once again, AHSA and its members, thank you for your commitment and passion for this industry and our association. In brief, the AHSA job board will allow members to advertise vacancies as well as shifts for healthcare workers at no additional monthly charge, adding to the already enormous package of exclusive AHSA membership benefits available to our members. AHSA is proud today to introduce you to the new AHSA job board that provides each member with their own customizable feature page, which provides each agency with their own branded job board. And of course, to populate the AHSA job board hosted on the job seekers page, we will automatically combine all the vacancies that our members have posted individually in order to drive traffic from aspiring work seekers directly to you. It is from this master job board that healthcare workers will view and apply directly to your agency's vacancies. And because this development is owned and managed by AHSA, and that the submissions and applications from applicants are sent directly to you, you can be assured that only you, as the poster of the vacancy, will receive the applicant's information. With so much value that has been developed in just the first two phases of the AHSA job board, the task team and I have enormous iterative improvements envisioned for us going forward. Of course, development of any nature carries a significant cost, a burden, which due to this joint initiative between all the AHSA members have been able to be limited to only 500 Rand per agency. Let me repeat that for you. The cost of developing a full job board with each your own feature page together with each your own mini job board was only 500 Rand once off, which in itself I believe is something for us to celebrate. It is envisioned that through the combined job and vacancy marketing activity of all the AHSA members, which are 21 of the largest temporary employment healthcare agencies in the country, that through the economy of scale that we collectively represent, that we will drive significant attention from healthcare professionals across the country. directly into your business unit. It is my great honor and pleasure in introducing you to Fatima and Leanne, who has been at the forefront of developing the job board for HASA. This job board is and its continued developments promise to place HASA in a very powerful position within the fourth industrial revolution by offering its members an effective, efficient, and cost-effective bulk marketing platform to source and communicate to healthcare workers in a secure and trusted manner. I would like to also pay special tribute to Fatima Karim, who is an independent marketing consultant and director of True Design, who has been developing this job board and our website for many years. She specializes in brand development and digital marketing for the past 15 years. Her business, True Design, is based in Johannesburg and focuses on growing small business by creating solutions to reach their full potential. I would like to then also hand over to Leanne, our National HASA Administrator. Thank you so much, Leanne.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Grant, for the introduction. I'm incredibly proud of HASA and to be part of this project, the soft launch of the job board. An incredible amount of research and work, meetings, discussions, and debates has been going into this platform as it's presented to you all today. And this has been ongoing since November last year. It's nowhere near its final phase. It is a demo site, and the live launch will be taking place exactly a month from today. So there will be some improvements to the job board, and we'll hope that there'll be some good suggestions from the members who've already been using the job board. If we can just flick, thank you, onto the next slide. Over the last 2 weeks, these members have had exclusive sneak peek to test the demo site and have had an opportunity to get familiar with the platform. So I hope there'll be some good insights that you might be sharing with us today. I just want to mention, please use the chat box for any questions that you might come up during my or Grant or Fatima's presentation. We will have an opportunity after the presentation. Grant will be facilitating those questions and we'll be addressing them. Okay, so essentially I've been with the HASA for the last 10 years, it's a decade, and for those of you that know, the office is constantly exploring ways in which we can increase the value of your membership. And I'm very involved in conducting those surveys with you as members and handling the back-end administration to ensure that a HASA is listening to you and your needs, and that whichever initiatives and projects that is taken forward, that HASA ensures everything is running well and it's updated and it's of course still of relevance to you as agency members. I'd like to take a few steps back on how the concept of a job board came about. And essentially during lockdown, specifically the first year, 2020, everything was very, very uncertain. All businesses across all sectors were figuring out COVID-19, national state of disasters, travel permits, and I know that many of the members reported that their billings were not what they used to be. Hospitals were not using TSs, they were not using their regular agency nurses as much, so that was quite a challenging time. And it's a time where all businesses, including HASA, including industry bodies, we were questioning our relevance and sustainability in the industry. So early in 2021, HASA conducted an online member survey to help understand your concerns and priorities and look at possible support initiatives for you as members. And one of the key findings in that survey was that all members were battling to recruit new and competently qualified healthcare professionals, especially for the SANC nursing categories in the speciality areas. And this challenge was not unique to urban or rural locations. It was reported as a challenge across all members' offices in South Africa. Currently, there is significant traffic to the AHASA website in terms of healthcare professionals as well as clients who use a search engine typing in nursing agency, and they end up at the AHASA website, often confusing AHASA for a nursing agency and looking for work and placement. And then they are referred to the members list on the website where all your member logos are advertised. So nurses navigating the website will be able to pick and choose from some of the largest and leading AHASA accredited agencies. The working committee Grant mentioned earlier looked at how AHASA members could leverage from the traffic to the website and use this as a marketing tool. And what was very important was that the platform would need to provide equal benefits and equal opportunities to all members to be able to advertise your services and grow your database of panel members. So this is essentially how the concept of the AHASA job board originated. So the job board, as Grant mentioned, it's a website that will be used by you as AHASA members to advertise your job vacancies to job seekers. In turn, it's also a job hunting portal or a website for work seekers, healthcare professionals, who can use the job board to search for new opportunities in a preferred area, in a profession. A selection of healthcare categories have been preloaded onto the job board. It's not exhaustive. There will be other categories that you will place that you will have the option to request. You just need to get in contact with either Fatima or myself to request that. And that candidate will have the option to apply directly with an individual AHASA agency of their choice. And I know that there are many job boards that exist. A lot of the blue collar placement agencies belonging to AHASA utilize them, especially for permanent placements. But it isn't always the best because it's not geared for the healthcare market. And this is where a niche job board like AHASA's comes in. It's industry focused and it allows you to target your vacancies towards the most relevant and qualified healthcare candidates in the sector. So we do believe that it will have enormous potential for you as a member to easily use technology to connect with the right candidates and fill your vacancies. So the job seekers, will have this resource to also manage their career. They'll be able to view all the vacancies listed by all AHASA members and then select the specific agency they wish to apply for. The individual will need to upload some basic information, their name, a surname, and a contact number. This is compulsory information so that you as an agency will have a way of contacting the individual. But they also have the option to upload their SANC or their HPCSA receipts, a CV, an ID copy, and that is not compulsory. They don't have to upload that information. And bearing in mind the nature of many of the AHASA members' nursing TS placements, it's fast-paced. There's enormous pressure and demand from your clients, often calling in last minute, night before the shift, several RNs for night shift. So we had to take that into consideration, and a recent improvement that we're in the process of adding to the job board is on the work seekers information, and that's for the individual to indicate if he or she is registered with your agency or not, and include their staff number. So that staff number it's not a compulsory section, but with this information, you as the agency will then quickly pick up whether she's had your proper orientation and your induction program. Has she been screened? Has she written the test from the test bank? And whether she's safe to place in terms of your recruitment and selection processes. So that application The candidate's application will go exclusively to the one agency that he or she has applied with, and it will be emailed to you, and it will also only be stored on the back end of your profile, your member profile. So apart from viewing any general job listings as a work seeker would, the job board is exclusively available to AHASA members only. So any non-members who do not belong to AHASA, who have not consented and subscribed to the job board, they will not have access to the back end of the job board in any form. And that's in terms of posting vacancies, making changes to any company information, or any of the resources and tools that comes with the job board. And as Grant rightly mentioned, this platform is being offered at a ridiculous rate, a once-off activation fee, which is purely to cover the webmaster's initial setup of each member's profile, and that's at 500 Rand per head office. And then any additional provincial offices that you want to have listed on the job board, that's an additional 250 Rand, but it's once off, and there's no other hidden costs. So I really don't believe you're going to get something like this with such exposure and opportunity at this sort of price. A platform to recruit, to develop your brand, and just to give you the space to establish yourself as an AHASA accredited agency of choice. But that's it from me, Grant. I think I'll be heading over to you, Fatima. So Fatima will be taking us through a basic overview of the job board, how to log in, how to access your profile, upload vacancy, and what this will all look like from a work seeker's perspective. So thank you very much, and over to you, Fatima.
Thank you, Leanne and Grant. Good morning, everyone. I'm excited to see you all this morning, and it's a pleasure being here. Just a little bit about us. AHASA, I've been on board with AHASA for the last 8 years. We have built a relationship in that time and the privilege of setting up their website with a second redesign, which has now evolved into the job board. Our teams are excited to be part of this amazing project and connecting with all the agencies that are involved. We hope that this development is a good experience for you and hope that you'll find creating jobs easy using this platform. With that, I'm going to take you through the website, and you can see some of the features that are available to you and how to create the jobs for your agency. So we've put together a user manual and a video tutorial, as well as an FAQ to assist you with the creations of the jobs that you will be advertising. So let's begin. To introduce you to the AHASA website, the website is currently on a demo site for the soft launch. We have an overview of the website on the slide. So just to take you through some of the aspects. The website is fully responsive and will display on any device. The same information and resources are available to you that would be on the normal AHASA website, and with the job board as an additional feature. So to familiarize you with how the website is structured, we have a site map, right? Thank you. Which is an overview of what you can expect to find. So the ahasa.org is your main web page, and this is structured with the members section, which is viewed by the logged-in member with all available resources from the AHASA team. The members' profiles, the pages of agencies that are viewed by the public and agencies' marketing information, and the vacancies that are available on there. So under the member profiles, you will have the job board, which comprises of the front end and the back end of the website. All logged-in users will have access to the job dashboard, back end, and of the website. The work seekers page on the main menu will allow candidates to search and view jobs listings with other information pages that are available to you. Okay. So just to have a system overview, next slide please. You will have the website user, which is you as a member, as well as the administrators. You're going to have the front end view and the back end of the website, which I will take you through. Okay. Next. The process to access the site would firstly be logging in. Once you log into your profile, you can then view documents that are available to you. All you have to do is access your dashboard from there. Okay. Next, please. All right. So just to briefly tell you about the user profiles, you have the administrators, which are the HASA development team, overseeing the website, which is Leanne and myself. The employer, the super users of the agencies, which are the main members who have functions available to them. The employer sub-users are members within the agencies who have access to the website to post job listings. Looking at the user roles, by default, new users are called the employer, which is the agency member. The employer super user will have access to all job options and users on the site. So what can they do? The employer super user adds a new employer, can edit web page content, can add regions, locations, and other taxonomies, can create, edit job listings, and view candidates. The employer, which is the sub-user, also has similar features, but is limited to certain features on the website. Okay. Next slide, please. To log in is simple. Simply navigate to the website menu where there is a login tab accessing a page. So there you will be able to log in with your credentials provided, and this will provide you with the AHASA resources that are available to you. For the job board login, you would have received a welcome pack from Leanne, which has a link to your member profile. You can see an example of the link that I have there with People Healthcare. So once you go onto your member profile, there will be a top right corner menu called log into your dashboard, and from there you'll be able to see an option where you'll be able to log in and see more information. Right. So this is what the login page would look like to add your credentials, your username and password that was sent to you. Right. To find your member profile, you can also access it through the main site. You can view your listing from the main menu. Click on the members list. All members are listed on this page by province. By selecting more information, you can view your member profile. Already logged in users will have access to the backend once they enter this page. Okay. Next, please. The members page has all the information that you have provided to us, which is all the registered agencies with AHASA. The page is suitable to view on multiple devices as well. Okay. Just to add, your privacy is very important. So all logged in members are unique and the data is not shared with any other agency. On the top, you will see the little black menu there, and that will be able to take you to the back end of the website. But before that, I'll just let you know about the member page. So the member page comprises of 5 sections. Your marketing banner is one of them. You can go to the next section. Next page, please. The About section and the Healthcare Footprint section. Right? So you can always edit this information as you go along. You can do it yourself or you can request a change from us. So the next page would be your branch locations. So this would be all the branch locations of all the agents, or all the agencies. that are associated to you and all branches available associated to your company, as well as your job vacancy listing. So just to add to that, you have a job dashboard on the next page. So on the job dashboard, members are able to view and edit jobs on the front end, mark them as full, or delete jobs from there. You are also able to edit edit the jobs from this section. All information on the members page can be edited by the employer super user. So simple steps can allow editing, which are available in the user manual, which is provided to you on the website as well. Looking into the job board, this is the front of the job listing, also mobile friendly. I've used People Healthcare as an example. The vacancy can be loaded from the back end of the website. If you can just go to the next slide, please. So this is the back of the site where the jobs can be loaded. All you would have to do is click onto the dashboard and navigate to job listing. Here you'll have a full overview of all jobs that are created. So when creating jobs, on the next page, you can fill all the relevant information in the fields provided. There you will have your posted job vacancy information. There are features that will allow expiry dates and publishing options that are available to you. But again, it's all in the user manual, which you can make use of. Once you're happy with all your information, you can view your job listing. To get you started, we will have a template available for everyone to use. This way you are able to duplicate the job and change credentials as needed. Right. So just to show you how to view applications, there are 3 ways of viewing applications. One is on the front end of the website. So here you'll have a few options to see your candidates. On the back end, which is on the next slide, you will have a complete list of all candidates that will be stored on the system for you. And thirdly, it will be by email, which will be email sent to the employer with the applicant's details and any attachments of CV and ID documents. Right. So looking at things from the candidate's point of view, how do candidates apply? So they can search for the jobs on the HASA website. This will be under the work seeker section to view the jobs by area and category. Right? And once they click onto the interested job, they will be directed to the agency's page on the next slide. Right? So on the advertised position, if once they click onto that, they will go directly to the agency's page and to that agency's job listing, and they will be able to select the apply button. Okay. Once they fill in the form and send it, the agency receives a copy of the application. So there's all the fields that are required. As Leanne mentioned, there are a few additional fields there that are quite important. And the candidates also receive a notification of the application that has been sent. So that is the overview from my side. And I would like to thank everybody for your participation and support. And we look forward to utilize the demo site on the soft launch. There will be updates going forward, and we hope to always be improving, and happy to be on this journey in the healthcare industry with you. I'm going to hand you over to Leanne, who will have more information. Thank you.
Thanks, Fatima, for that overview. Some of it is quite complex. So for this reason, we've prepared a number of resources that Fatima had mentioned, FAQ, a very detailed user manual that just it answers some of the questions that might seem complex, and there are solutions to them. But in addition to this session and those resources, we've set up 2 technical support sessions that will be made available for the super users to attend. It will be the next 2 Wednesdays, so 8th of June next week, and then the 15th of June, just ahead of the public holiday. And for an hour, you'll be able to log in, Fatima and I think Grant, you will also possibly be there, but we'll help you navigate the system and just find solutions to any challenges and just really help support you in this transition. So that's essentially it. Grant, I'd like to hand over to you if there are any questions from the members and the chat box.
Thank you so much, Leanne. Challenging to manage the the presentation as well, but thank you so much, Leanne and Fatima, for your beautiful presentations. I realize that Fatima's presentation is very detailed and it requires a lot of understanding. So what we are going to do is we're going to actually share these slides with you. But really, foremost, I think it's important that we recognize that we are in a soft launch for a 1-month period. And during this 1-month period, the intention is that the super users of the various members log into their profile and play around with placing ads. And so we've designed the job board in such a way as to replicate to the greatest extent the standardization that exists within the job board industry. And really, the intention is that the super user of each agency will then familiarize themselves with how the job board works, iron out any questions that they might have, and then go forward and train the sub-users, the employees that will be reporting to the super user, and really try and teach them how to use the system effectively. Because the system has been developed in such a way as to allow not only for short notice vacancies, but also for permanent vacancies and vacancies of any kind, really. So if you have a vacancy for this evening and you don't have a staff member that is responding to your call for action, such as an SMS or an emails or phone calls that you've sent out, you can go onto the job board and place your ad there. And hopefully either you will find a candidate that is already registered with your company. Alternatively, you will find candidates that have not yet registered with your company, and then put them through your registration process, so that once you do have them fully vetted and ready to place, such as in the next instance when the vacancy comes up again, then you do have candidates for that vacancy. And that is really the intention of the HASA job board and the service that we are providing as a HASA to you. So I'm going to go through some questions. And I also want to just make the contact details of for support and for queries available to you. So let's quickly run through the questions. If I can get back to that. Eileen asks, how many sub-users can there be for one subscriber? So we've designed the system in such a way as to cater for both the larger agencies as well as the smaller agencies. There is at this stage no limit as to the number of super users you can register, as well as number of sub-users you can register. In fact, we've also designed it with the intention that, with the specifications of our industry, in that our agencies operate with branches. So what that means is that you might have a branch in Gauteng, and you might have a super user just for Gauteng and several sub-users, say your staffing coordinators or your marketing agents. So there is at this stage no limit to the number of sub-users and super users that you can register per agency. Amatola asks, thank you so much for all the information. Excited to learn how to use the job board. I must say the best way to learn to use the job board is really to log in. Initially, it does look a little bit daunting, but I can promise you, once you've got your first few ads up, you can literally go to the front end. You will never have to go back to the back end. You can just go to the front end and duplicate your ads and just change the location as well as the dates relating to your vacancy. So if it's a temporary vacancy, you can say that the vacancy is for this evening in Belleville, and then the ad will then pull through, the duplication will then pull through to your job board, and it will obviously be unique. And the moment the ad expires, you will set an expiry date. Say it expires tonight. It will then just gray out. It won't just disappear. And it also then shows an accolade for your business as to how many of these vacancies you have posted, how active you are on the system. And I also want to mention that because we are an association of agencies, the job board is really geared towards the speed of and the speed and activity of the members. So what that means is that ads that expire tonight have priority over ads that expire in 3 weeks or 3 months' time. So that is very important to note, that the priority ads are always at the top. And of course, your members, your employees, your applicants have the opportunity to actually filter through those jobs using date, using location, and using qualification as the various metrics according to which they can filter. We've got another question here from Lesego. I have browsed the job board. Can't wait to go deeper. I'm very excited for you too, Lesego. Michael Williams, is there a possibility to create a link from the members' website to the HASA job board? Yes, we will be sending, we have already sent to the super users the link. But we can also resend that. And the nice thing also about the job board is you can also use the link of the job board in your Facebook ads. So in other words, you have a free job board with unlimited number of vacancies that you can post. So you can actually copy the link from the URL and put it into your Facebook and LinkedIn ads and direct people to your agency specific job portal. So they won't see all the HASA members' jobs, they'll see your job. So you will see on the HASA job board, what we've done is we obviously wanted to give everybody equal benefits. And one of the equal benefits is that you as an agency have your own mini job board on your profile, on your marketing page. So you can use that as a marketing platform, especially for the smaller agencies that don't have their own job board on their website or something like that. You now have a fully branded job board for you as an agency. And the larger agencies as well, they are also going to benefit greatly from this because of the speed at which they can operate, and the information only being accessible to them as an agency or to that branch of that agency if they so desire. I hope, Michael, if that answers your question. And then Lesego asks, will I be able to advertise for all my branches? Absolutely. Each branch will have their own login details, and you simply need to submit your contact details to our administrator, Leanne, and Leanne will then authorize that with you, and then we will add users to that. So you can't just add your sub-users, for example, a staffing coordinator, a receptionist, a marketing agent, can't just add a user. You will have to go through the super user of each agency, and that will then be verified by Leanne in email. And then that is how you will then apply for new branches and for new sub users if you should desire that. Danelle King asks, will the qualification also be editable using the provided template? Absolutely. So we've built in such customizability as for you to not only use the existing list of qualifications that we've preloaded for you with various qualifications, so that's all of your nursing staff categories as well as specialization, but also your allied healthcare workers, doctors and pharmacists. And then of course, we are not just placing healthcare workers, we are also placing receptionists, admin clerks, porters, and a variety of other qualifications. And so that is also something that you can add by making contact with Leanne. This is the reason why we have the soft launch, is to add additional areas, to add additional qualifications, to add additional super users and sub users, really with the intention of providing the agencies with this 1 month period to play around with the system, to understand what is the needs, so that we can cater, so that once we launch publicly, that the system is up and running and geared towards your business specifically. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Luseku. And then Michael asks, what happens when a client wants to become an HASA member and now that we have a job board? So, Michael, our clients cannot advertise on this platform. The platform is specifically designed for HASA members and specifically only for silver and gold members. You will note that we have three layers of membership. We have bronze, silver, and gold. So bronze members are temporary members, members that are not fully compliant for whatever reason. Maybe their PA certificate hasn't come through. Maybe we don't have a letter of good standing with POID or with SARS, and we are waiting for those documentation. AHASA performs a vetting service on all of its members, and the reason why we are willing to associate as competing agencies is because of this heightened quality assurance. This is the same service that we provide to our clients. Life Healthcare, Netcare, Melomed, any of the larger clients, any of the smaller clients can contact AHASA and they can be assured that the members on the membership list is of a certain standard, fully vetted in terms of compliancy, industry best practice, as well as our ethics pledge in terms of how we operate. And this is something that we do. So, but unfortunately, clients cannot advertise on the AHASA job board. At this stage, the EXCO has decided that we also will not allow any third-party suppliers, such as uniform suppliers and various other suppliers at this stage, to advertise on the job board. We are going through, after the soft launch, we'll be going into a full launch, which is next month, Leanne, I believe.
Yes. That's correct.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, the first week of July.
First week of July, we'll be doing the hard launch, at which stage we will then be going into a 6-month trial period where we will be looking at all the statistics generated through the site. And the intention really is that the site will then tell us what limitations we need to put in. Is it okay for us to have an unlimited number of advertisements per agency and per branch? Does that affect the system in any way? And maybe it's a good thing that we have as unlimited ads, but that will be something that will be decided by the task team and then presented to the EXCO and to be voted on to make sure that we are all in compliance and agreement as to how the job board should operate. Again, this job board is owned by AHASA. This is the only job board that I know of that is owned by an agency association that is capable of being iteratively improved and to be changed and modified to our needs and our desires. So your communication to Leanne, your wish list, if I can put it that way, is invaluable to us in terms of improving the site. And this is yours. This is, as an association, this is your intellectual property. And if you would like to get part of the task team that develops this job board, we would very much appreciate it. And to do that, it would be very important for you to either be to make yourself available to Leanne for election into the EXCO, and also to be invited to the task team meeting so that you can participate. And this is available to all AHASA members, specifically the representatives of the members. Diane also says, thank you for the clarity. Michael Williams, and what is the cost according to the 3-level tiers? There's no cost differentiation between the tiers of membership, so bronze, silver, and gold. Really, the difference is that a bronze member is a temporary period of time. It's a period of time where Leanne goes and assists these members to become fully compliant before they then move into the full vetting exercise of silver and gold. And the only variation in price in terms of membership is really your turnover. Any member, I believe, is it at 10 million or 1 million rands turnover per annum?
Grant, that's the requirement for the reduced membership fee. I think it's below 5 million turnover per year.
Yes. Below 5 million turnover per year, we have a reduced membership fee, and that is the same as the non-profit organizations fee. So we have members that are non-profit organizations, and they also qualify for a reduced membership fee. Michael.
Grant, if I could just jump in there on the 3-tier, the gold membership, that is your most prestigious level of that can be achieved within a HASA. And those are the companies who meet all the legal criteria to operate. And every 2 years, a HASA conducts an audit inspection, and that agency would have received 90% and more for that audit. A silver member also meets all the legal requirements, and they would achieve between 79% and 89% for that audit inspection. Just to add that in there.
Wonderful. As you can hear, Leanne has been with us for 10 years now, and she's been doing all of our audits in person. And recently, we've moved to digital audits as well, so that she doesn't have to travel all the way, especially during COVID. But that will also be revised at the next track session, and then you might see her in person coming to visit you.
Samantha,
I see there's a hand up.
I'm sorry, guys. My ability to although my chat box has disappeared, so I'm unable to send questions via the chat box. But I hope this is okay for you. Can you hear me?
It's a bit soft, but let's make do.
Okay, I'll come a little closer to the microphone. So my question to Grant, I know that you mentioned that the reason why we came about this was not only because of the survey, but also that a lot of healthcare professionals end up on the AHASA site, and they then look to see who the members are, and then they get in touch with the agencies that will then assist them with placements. With regards to the job board, will AHASA be looking at search engine marketing, or are you solely relying on organic traffic to the site to be able to have this shared amongst the healthcare professionals of South Africa? And if that is the case, what kind of bounce rate are you guys looking at? Because my concern is that if a hospital requires a nurse at 10 o'clock that morning to start her shift that evening, and we're posting it on our pages, but we might not be getting as much reach as we should be, does AHASA assist with taking it a little further by putting it out as paid, or also just relying on the organic traffic that we receive?
Yeah, would you like me to?
Yes, please proceed.
Samantha, those are wonderful questions, and I'd like to answer in this way. Firstly, that we are in the first 2 phases of the job board development. In the next 3 phases, we are looking specifically at that aspect, which is the marketing, which is something that we are going to be meeting on this week to formalize the final plan in terms of how we are going to market the job board. But primarily, and I'm very happy to share with you, we are currently investigating the Google Jobs feature, which is a free feature made available by Google for any aggregation sites like this one. And what it does is anybody that's searching jobs on Google will then find the jobs that you are posting, whether it is for tonight or whether it is for a later stage. For example, if you want to do a permanent placement or a fixed term placement and you're looking for somebody to apply before the end of the month, any of those jobs will be advertised through our system onto Google Jobs. The second thing that we'll be doing is we'll be posting quite a lot of our vacancies on a lot of the communication about the job board on our social media networks, which AHASA has got quite a large following of, as well as third-party followings. In other words, people that not only interact with our jobs, but on our posts, but also the people that are linked to those people. We have a really strong following in that sense as well. And then I think within the next 3 phases, we are also looking at a subscribe function, so that once your agency is posting a vacancy and a staff member is quite interested in the areas that you are posting in, for example, let's say Benoni or Boksburg, and they subscribe to those areas, that is something that we are looking in having, that they receive either a push notification or an email to alert them that a job has been loaded onto the job board and that they receive. So it's for remarketing purposes as well. And then I think that also the uniqueness of the site itself, as well as the relevancy score of the site, given that it speaks a lot about jobs, a lot about temporary employment, a lot about agencies and those keywords, which is something that we are also regularly going to be reviewing, as AHASA has now in this last year moved for AHASA to become a marketing platform and not just a static page, but rather an interactive page. We are moving towards more focus on the SEO and so on. And so within the 6-month trial period, starting as from next month, the first week of next month, we'll be measuring our bounce rate, and we'll be generating a lot of stats. Something that was not presented in this presentation was really the focus that we've had on the stats aspect, the back-end stats that are being generated, that allows us to learn and apply new marketing features. And then also within the next strat session, Samantha, if you are very interested, I would very much love, it sounds like you've got quite a good background in digital marketing. If you'd like to participate and give us some of your advice, we would love to, in the next strat session, also speak about the budget that we will allocate from AHASA to the job board. And I think also, given the uniqueness of the site, we will be attracting quite a lot more bronze members nationally, other agencies that will want to get access to the site. Again, bronze members do not have access to market on the site, and so it motivates them to become full silver and gold members with full compliancy. With the intention that the more people we have marketing on the site, the more activity we have, the more visits we have, the more the search engines will optimize for us and really drive a lot of traffic, relevant traffic, healthcare workers, highly skilled healthcare workers to this site, really to apply for your vacancies and drive recruitment to you. I hope that is not too much.
No, it's not at all, Grant. Thank you. It does answer a lot of questions, and I'm fully cognizant of the fact that you guys are still, in your soft phases, and that there will be further development phases as we go along. And obviously, with the gaining of analytics, we'll be able to then see where exactly there are shortfalls and there are pros and cons to the tasks and how the platform is actually performing. So definitely, I'll look into those sessions with you guys, and then hopefully we can make this thing better than it's ever going to be expected to be. So yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Samantha. I look forward to you joining us in the next meeting. And really, it's open to anybody that has got a background in digital marketing, or would also just like to sit in and understand how the system works and get the reassurance and clarity that they need. I see there's another question being posed. Michael asks, this gives us control of the industry in a way that our clients do not have to look for permanent placements with non-members. Absolutely, Michael. Really, AHASA has been working for a very long time to align itself with the large industry players and slowly but surely trickle down into aligning itself with the smaller clients, such as your Melomeds, your Busameds, and so on. But what that means is that we have come to the point where we are able to enforce with the tendering processes of Life Healthcare, with Netcare and Mediclinic, that they make it a requirement that you are an AHASA member in order to tender successfully for them. And the reason really rather for that is because they do not have the capability to do the detailed audit that Leanne and this association is doing, and that we as association members hold this association accountable for. And so really it gives the client the surety that when you hand in your AHASA gold or silver membership certificate, that you are not only compliant this year, but that you are aligning yourself with industry best practice, with the standard in terms of compliancy, but also in terms of ethical practice, which is a heightened quality assurance that nobody else has. Leanne, I just wanted to recommend everyone to log into your sites and attend the support session on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Absolutely. For anybody that really wants to get the most value out of this training opportunity, I agree with Leanne. If you can attend on Wednesday at 10, there will be a lot of opportunity to ask more detailed questions as specifically to the site itself. If there's an error that you're experiencing or an issue or there's a category that you don't have, this is a great opportunity to engage. Leanne, I'm going to just post the link to the job board so people can go and have a look for themselves right now and log in. Is it the demo site, right?
Correct.
I can rather copy it for you. And so, as Fatima said, at the top right-hand corner, there's a login page. Alternatively, you can go to your members list and then click on any of your specific agency's more info page or info button, and there you will be able to log in from there. Go into your dashboard. And that is where you will be able to start adding vacancies. And Fatima's already added a standard template for you to play around with. But my recommendation to you is go to jobs and then to all jobs or new jobs or add new job, and then to go and try and fill in those fields yourself to actually post the vacancy, and you can go and view the vacancy after you've posted it. Excellent. Leanne, is there anything else that you would like us to run through?
I'm good, Grant. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you again, everyone, for your attention and for your attendance. Really do appreciate you having the level of commitment required to sit in a technical meeting such as this for an hour. It's really wonderful to see that there are people that are so committed and passionate about our industry as we are. Leanne and Fatima, I want to again thank you for your tremendous contribution these past few months in developing this website and this job board. It's really going to add significant value, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what it looks like 5 years from now. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely day further.